In the opening chapter, Frank and Joe chase rollerbladers who rob ATMs. They go downstairs and through the subway, all without dropping their hot dogs, because hot dogs are important.
Argo Funk Book Review, Argo Funk Book Review.
Christmas comes early for Joe this year, as today's mission involves his celebrity crush, pop star V Sharp. A crazed maniac keeps sending her messages titled Top 10 Ways to Die. Each message is accompanied by an attempt to kill her. V's agent asks the FBI to solve the case, but I guess they're busy today because they're pawning the job off on ATAC. For the mission, the Hardys get MP3 players that double as walkie-talkies. I'm sure that gadget sounded way more high-tech before smartphones were common. They also get a pen with a laser that can cut through glass. I hope there's an off switch so the laser won't accidentally activate when it's in your pocket. Aunt Trudy offers to chaperone the boys in Hollywood because she's got a friend there. As it turns out, this is just an excuse so she can relax in the pool all day, drinking cocktails served by hot pool guys. Aunt Trudy living the high life. V Sharp is filming a music video. Working with her are Brewster Fink, the friendly production manager, Spider Jones, the angry director who yells at everyone, and Jillian Good, the leader of V's fan club. I thought it was weird they let a fan have full access to a celebrity's life and schedule, but it turns out there's a very good reason for this. The book needs a cute girl for Frank to crush on. A scream comes from V's trailer, and they save her from death number 4, Spider Attack. They meet the legendary T-Mix, the best music producer in Hollywood. The last two suspects are V's agent and her insanely jealous half-sister. The Hardys use their MP3 players to overhear the sister saying she wishes V would die. Aunt Trudy steals a bunch of donuts, and they film a scene with V in a mermaid costume in a goldfish bowl. The director picks Joe to play a boy who is watching her. In real life, I'm pretty sure they cast roles more than 10 minutes before filming. Joe has to wear a silly costume while the director shouts embarrassing things like, "She's beautiful! You love her! You want to kiss her!" Wow, this guy is really pushing for Joe and V to be a couple. Luckily, Joe and V have chemistry together, unlike any of the other girls he's flirted with so far. V is trapped in the goldfish bowl and almost drowns. Joe uses the glass cutter pen to save her. Brewster looks guilty because he set up the scenery which trapped V, and he might want revenge against her. The culprit tries to kill V with gas, and Aunt Trudy goes on a tour of famous celebrity homes. This inspires the Hardys to visit V's mansion. They see her fighting with her sister. They hop over the fence to help V, and they're immediately arrested for being crazed fans. I found this amusing because it's definitely not the first time the Hardys should have been arrested for trespassing. V teases them as she releases them from jail. Gossip reporters jump on the story, and they ask Joe a bunch of awkward questions about his relationship with V, like, why are you stalking her, and when is the wedding date? I think the reporters want Joe to date V even more than the director does. The culprit tries to poison V, and her agent goes against her wishes by telling the press about the death threats. The next video shoot is inside a lion cage. There's a divider inside the cage, so V won't be in danger. To their credit, the Hardys are not dumb enough to believe this. Sure enough, danger strikes when Jillian faints on the control lever, pulling it downwards. The divider retracts, and I have absolutely no idea why they can't simply push the lever back into place. That seems like it would be easy to do. Instead, the Hardys distract the lions so V can escape through the door. Joe is minorly injured, but it'll take more than a lion to stop him. Jillian looks like the culprit when it's revealed she's written V Sharp's name all over her notebook, along with the words cut and die. V screams when she's alone with Jillian, and the question of Jillian's guilt is quickly resolved. It's explained V screamed after reading a silly story. Jillian wrote V's name many times because she's designing a new logo. Jillian wrote cut and die as a reminder to get her hair done. It's good to know that Jillian is innocent, but I'm surprised nobody asked about her setting the lions loose on V. I guess that was just a random accident which played perfectly into the culprit's hands. I wonder what the culprit would have done if that hadn't happened. V records some new music for T-Mix. It's revealed he's an awesome singer himself, but he can't become a professional singer because he has the wrong look. Brewster is murdered when he catches the culprit sabotaging V's equipment. During the final shoot, the culprit steals control of a crane in order to kill V. The Hardys rush to see who it is, and they find T-Mix's suspect profile. Yeah, the book put T-Mix's suspect profile in the middle of the scene where he's revealed as the culprit. They couldn't have found a better place for it? T-Mix wants to kill V because he's jealous of her fame. This motive seems odd to me, considering that T-Mix is also famous. After all, the Hardys recognized him as a legendary music producer. He can't be a complete unknown. The Hardys chase T-Mix on motorcycles until he crashes into a swimming pool. The music video is a big success, and it turns out Aunt Trudy's friend is V's hairdresser. She arranges to have V stay with the Hardys for a week, and wow, it sounds like the Hardys are trying to set Joe up with his celebrity crush. Everybody wants Joe to date V Sharp. Everyone except the parrot, who teases Joe about V. I'm not surprised Frank taught the parrot to embarrass Joe. The end. Post-book follow-up. This book was great. Frank and Joe have a good rapport together, and Aunt Trudy is consistently hilarious. In an earlier review, I complained they ruined Aunt Trudy's character in this series. It is so wonderful to see her revert back to her humorous Aunt Gertrude personality, even if it's just for one book. I would say this and the previous book are the two best books of the series so far. I feel a little strange saying that because this book has a formulaic premise, admittedly. It's the culprit tries to kill V 10 times. Each murder attempt gets its own end-of-chapter cliffhanger and action scene. Luckily, the author varies the structure enough to keep it interesting, with the lion scene going on for several chapters, and the Hardys getting arrested at V's house. The only flaw would be the suspects. V's sister and Brewster are both introduced and forgotten quickly. Jillian is introduced as a suspect, then immediately cleared. Other than that, the book basically has everything the series has to offer. Action, humor, and romance. I give Hardy Boys Undercover Brothers number 8, Top 10 Ways to Die, a 9 out of 10.